Yeah, or we could look at each other.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. We are live. We are back. BTC Plus conference. That's right. We've got the founder of the conference with us again this morning to do the kickoff. We've got Lisa and special guest, her mom, is joining us. That's right. That's right. All right, Walton, go for it.
Good morning, Bitcoin Plus Plus. I'm very excited to be here. Apologies, we didn't have the video up and running yesterday. We are very thankful for everyone that tuned into the many live streams that happened, main stage, in the workshop, and of course here as well. Lisa, tell us about the day that we have ahead today.
Yeah, so I think today we're doing more talk. Yesterday was like a long day of presenting different scripts, projects they've been working on, sorts of stuff that we want to think about when we're making changes to Bitcoin scripts. I think we had a really great kickoff yesterday morning from Rusty, diving into all the work he's been doing around figuring out what we need to bring back some scripts from the dead. Today we've got more of the same. We're going to kick off here in Planarium in about half an hour with Ben from Mutiny talking about the unscalability of Bitcoin, followed by a bunch of quick, awesome 30-minute talks from a variety of other speakers, etc. Yeah, I'm looking forward to today. I think we're going to have the live streams going on our Twitter and YouTube if you want to check them out there. And just looking forward to another amazing day in Austin talking about how Bitcoin works. Feel like yesterday the vibes were like extremely good. Everyone was super happy. Like I haven't seen more happy developers away from their computers in a long time. Count like I don't know. If you guys are about to talk about numbers, I think if we had like a smile counter, I think it'd be pretty high.
I had people approaching me nonstop yesterday talking about what an amazing conference people put on. So yeah, incredibly high signal here, but a lot of fun happening too.
Yeah, it's got a good chill vibe. Definitely, people are having fun, but also very chill.
And we're just getting started. So here's to like day number 2. I'm super excited about it. Yeah. So if you're not here, turn on the live streams. We're excited to be kicking off our second day.
Thanks, Nifty. And I want to now ask a question to Nifty's mum here, who was plugged in to all of the talks yesterday, focused on learning like no other attendee. So I wanna hear about your day yesterday. Yeah, how do you feel about this conference?
Well, actually, I'm thrilled to be here. I'm very impressed with the work that Lisa has done to put this conference together, but she also has an incredible group of people here who volunteer. The speakers are amazing. Yesterday, I did attend a lot of talks. I learned a lot about Bitcoin coming from a very different world of developers. Started off with a great talk by Rusty about Bitcoin scripting and cat. Brought back lots of memories of some old things I used to do in the computer world. It was very high energy. The entire day was high energy. I'm going to say I was exhausted last night, learning so many new things and trying to make them all stick in my brain. So it was super fun day. I'm very, very happy to be back here and actually just amazed by everything you guys are doing. It's an amazing world at Bitcoin.
I'm pleased that you're having such a good time and getting more positive on Bitcoin. I think that's good. That's good for everyone.
I feel like she understands it better than we do.
Dude,
because I was just listening to that. I'm like, hey, that's.
I mean, I feel like I walked around a lot yesterday. It was busy, very busy day. I wish I could have been here more on the live stream, but I just kept throwing more guests at this way. So there was a little preview of the battle of the covenants with 4 out of 5 of the attendees that came on this live stream. I think maybe 20-30 minutes before, a little teaser for those of you out there that were excited for it. I'm excited about the day ahead. I'm going to go to the numbers next. But the first number I want to start with is 91. 91 being the age of Nifty's grandmother, your mother, who tuned in yesterday to watch this live stream. So thank you for watching. I hope you're watching again today. Yeah, it's an honor.
And not only did she tune in, she actually found that herself and texted me while I was here at the conference. Hey, I found the conference online. How about this, Twitter? Go mom, right?
91 years old, and she found the conference, found the pleb underground stuff. This is very cool.
Very
Yeah.
cool, very cool. Lisa obviously comes from very cool people.
Confirmed. It's confirmed.
Yeah, yeah. So no, it's great. And the other thing is I met lots of people yesterday, all very excited about coding, about Bitcoin. Boy, to have employees like that, awesome. I mean, that's just incredible. We're a lot of people, and if everyone came to work that excited, we'd all be at work all day.
That's right, guys. You heard it here first. We're changing the world.
I
Well,
think she
maybe
means
not
that as a
us,
good thing,
but
though. It's
Bitcoin.
that not that everyone will be bound to their desks. Of course, in the Bitcoin world, they maybe be saving some time, but yeah, working on their passion projects, if you've got a passion, I certainly agree. I want to hand over to TC to talk about some of the Bitcoin numbers today. And maybe some commentary from Nifty's mum. We can talk through some of the numbers and what they mean.
Sure thing, Walton. We're sitting here at block height 841793. You know, a lot of people have been paying attention to the fact that we dipped below 60,000, 58,661 US dollars to get one Bitcoin at this point. Enjoy this while it lasts, is my opinion. If you look at that from the Moscow time point of view, that's 7.3 sats for $1. You're getting a lot more sats right now for every dollar you spend than you were getting for the whole last 3 months. So again, you know, Bitcoin's not dead. It's just on sale. Enjoy it.
Fees look like a nice drop there. The last block reward 3.399. That's only just over a quarter Bitcoin in fees. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're trying to transact right now, you want to get into a block, 24 sats per VByte will get you into the next block most likely. The fees have been oscillating sort of above and below 20 sats per VByte last few days. I consider this to be cheap fees after all of the madness that we saw around
But
halving.
isn't it weird how I think the Overton window has shifted on this. It used to feel like, okay, if it's single digits, that's low. Whereas now it almost feels like if you're under 30, that's low.
Well,
let's
normalize
Is that how
that.
you feel?
People got accustomed to 1 sat per VByte
For real, yeah.
years.
Yep.
And that was the point of reference. And I think that has
But the fees went over 100 in 2021. I know to open one Lightning channel and paid over 100 sats per VByte to do that. But I also had some that I opened at 1 or 2 sats.
The bull market will cause more activity, will cause the free market to go higher. But everyone, I think, at this point is aware of this whole new set of participants doing a whole new type of transaction and driving the fees up higher on average across the board. So I feel like the bar shifted. I feel like 20 sats per VByte now should be looked at as pretty affordable fees. You know, we could go lower, we could see single digits again. But the point is, last time we dipped in the single digits, it was momentary. It was just for a few days. And there's enough people participating in Bitcoin wanting to get their transactions into a block that people should expect these fees to be higher on average.
But one thing that I hope for with covenants is that we can bundle monetary transactions better and reduce the average fees paid for an on-chain transaction per person, even though because of the bundling nature. Do you think we're going to reach consensus at this conference for a covenants proposal?
I'm not super hopeful about
Yeah.
that because I think there's so many different ways to skin that cat, so to speak. I think that basically it's not a sure thing that any one of those methods are going to be.
We have now, what is it? Like analysis. It's like a paralysis by analysis. There's too many options on the menu, and so nothing happens. Is that what's
Possible. What is Lisa's mom think?
I actually talked to some people about covenants yesterday, and I think that there's a lot of different opinions about which way to go, and there may need to be more discussion before some finalized things are done. So I think you're just opening up that conversation. It'll be some good conversation, and you'll have some good results. Sure.
Which is your favorite at this point? Do you have a favorite covenant proposal? CTV?
I don't because I don't have enough information. I don't.
So-
like,
so
stay at a
what
conference.
if-
It's not make me up.
If you do want a little summary, go and find Nifty's Twitter. She wrote a one thread
Yes.
maybe 2 weeks ago with a summary of all of the different covenant proposals. I know many people have come to this conference specifically to learn more about covenants.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm here. That's why this conference is a decent one, to learn more about covenants, and what a better way to do so than get all prepared and write in the same room, to hash it out.
I would ask this as well. Do you prefer wraps or sandwiches?
Oh my goodness. Oh
Do-
my goodness.
Yeah.
I know that they can't see, but sandwich is like
Do you like fruit with the
I
sandwich?
was gonna say I might have to do ham and cheese. I
Well,
don't know.
that still counts as a sandwich.
That's still a sandwich.
That's a win for the sandwich.
It is.
But if you strap a sandwich to the back of the cat, don't you treat like a plate?
Okay.
Do you have sandwich?
That, sir.
So, okay. Question for you. Are you aware of the 58K gang? Because we are sitting at 58K right now, the fiat Bitcoin exchange. Have you been introduced to them yet at all?
No, I have not been introduced to them.
Because I feel like they should get a certain amount of respect, right?
Do you think we need to take a little history lesson here? Maybe so.
Yeah, I think so.
In 2021, the
Let's
last
teach her.
bull run, we say the price went up and down and cut through $58,000 many times. And so there was a meme, a joke continued on Bitcoin part of the tweets. Well, the Bitcoin is always 58K because that's a seemingly stable price of it. The number of times it was touched. We're now back at 58.
They were now at 58K.
Up as high as 74K in the last couple of months.
So are you saying 58K is the new norm?
That's yeah.
You got the meme?
I
That's it.
actually see it more like
Instantaneous.
58K is the new floor.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Ah,
That's dangerous terminology.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Hopefully,
That's the floor price.
hopefully I bait the gods and we have 12K and I'll buy those sets. But I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think we're going to go much further. I do think we're going to all these. I don't know. I don't care. Like, I'm looking much longer term. If you have a dip, I'm going to buy it. Let's go.
It's kind of funny because we're in a love-hate relationship with the 58K gang, right? Like when we were going in the last cycle,
I accepted it. That's why. Like,
you're just in a love-love relationship.
I love 58K.
That's it.
Shout out
All right.
58K gang. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. We're gonna see one of the members later,
And
but
a big-
Dennis,
a
we're
big
looking at you.
Shout out to Don Sell.
Yeah.
And his collective who have sponsored a party that's going to happen later this week in town. So thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very-
Shout out to Don T. Selly. Shout out to BTC Sessions, right?
Yeah,
Who
shout out
also,
Session as well.
yeah, man, that's awesome. Helping us out with the party, so we really appreciate it.
no, I honestly, I work now in a hospital and I honestly feel like my life's never been the same like that. I know too much about Bitcoin to not pay attention anymore and really follow it. And my coworker asked me to buy Bitcoin for him while I was here, so I'm taking donations because I think I'm gonna do that today.
So maybe we need to create a Lightning wallet for this guy.
Yeah.
That's true.
Sounds like he needs some freedom.
But I think talking of freedom, I want to segue into a next section. We have a friend from Guatemala who's been working on a number of projects. I'm going to grab it and bring it
Yeah.
here. I'll be right back.
Guys, you're really going to like this. This is very, very interesting. This gentleman out of Guatemala, he is going to talk to us essentially about how Bitcoin helped in their election process. So yeah, Walton's getting him. He's heading over in a second.
You know, and I yesterday, just met him yesterday actually, and the idea that you can use Bitcoin for such a unique function is just amazing to me. So this is a great opportunity for you to hear about what else you can.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it's just awesome.
And it was very surprising, right? When he explained it, I don't want to ruin it, but he essentially explained a way of using Bitcoin without providing some BS altcoin, right? And actually not adding junk to the Bitcoin blockchain, but still leveraging the security without having to sell somebody something. I mean,
It was
this
all
is,
about security.
yeah, that's right. And accountability,
Okay.
you know? So
I just want
are we getting
Carlos?
Carlito? Oh, we're not getting Carlito right now. Okay, guys. Walton's taking the mic from me.
All right, guys.
I'm gone.
Apologies. So we're gonna switch it up. We have a schedule, and Carlino is not allowed to join us right now.
Oh.
But what we do have for you is some former Base 58 students, Base 58 being Nifty's engineering academy for learning about how to program Bitcoin.
I'm gonna step out, I think.
Okay, all right.
Step out. Thank you guys for supporting Lisa and go, yeah, Bitcoin, Bit 58.
Base 58.
58, look online, awesome classes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, guys. So that's right. You're stuck with me solo for a second here, and yeah, we're gonna bring these base 58 dudes onto the set. So here we go, guys. Base 58 crew. Here we go. You guys haven't met you guys yet, but we're about to do this. We're already live.
How many of us are there? We all need to. Hello.
Here, hold on a second. Everybody gets a mic. There you go. You get a mic. Mic. All right, maybe not everybody. You guys are gonna share a mic.
That's all right.
All right, so we've got. Oh, I can see it right here. Yeah. Don't worry, they can hear you. Yeah. But you'll have to keep the mic pretty close to your mouth because it's a dynamic. Okay, so guys, I'm Phil. Nice to meet you, and we're live here on the Bitcoin Plus Plus News Desk live stream in collaboration with Club Underground. And what I understand, you guys work with Nifty on this whole Base 58 project, and we've had her on the show a few times. So we want to get your takes, but I think first of all we'll start here, and then we'll go around the room. So Damien, nice to meet you. What do you do at Base 58? What is going on there?
Well, I think we're all Base 58 graduates. So
Oh,
we've all
okay.
taken the Base 58 classes.
Yeah, so let's talk about that. What's that about?
Yeah, it's a great way to get hands-on experience with Bitcoin transactions. Just learning kind of like the nitty-gritty of what's going on with the different parts that are involved in Bitcoin transactions. Like,
So how much of a background do you have in how much of a background do you have in coding before taking this on? Like, could this just be like a noob that decides to join that wants to learn about Bitcoin, or do you already have to be seriously advanced? I don't know if you want to take this question.
yeah, I mean, I would say
I'm sorry, what's your name?
I'm Chris Guido.
Oh, Chris, nice
Yeah.
to meet you in real life.
Yeah, nice to meet you. I knew your real name was Phil, so
There you
nice
go.
to meet you in person.
Oh, we're gonna talk after the stream.
Excellent. Yeah. Yeah. So Base 58 has a number of different classes. The sort of flagship class is the transaction class, the in-person transaction class. That's the one that sort of put them on the map. That's kind of like, I mean, you do want some coding experience. You want some experience in Python, probably the best experience. But there's an even easier class that's on Udemy actually. That's like in Mexico it's like $70. I think in the US it's like 100. That it's like huge bang for the buck. And that one you can go at your own speed. You'll also want some Python for that too, but like because you can go at your own speed, you can kind of just like reach out to the other alums. There's a Discord where you can Base 58 and just ask questions, and get stuck somebody who has experience. So it is for beginners. But the people who would benefit most from it are people who have like used a Bitcoin wallet and maybe played Bitcoin LARP, actually, which is another Base 58 project.
Oh, okay.
Have you heard of the Bitcoin LARP?
No.
Yeah, the Bitcoin LARP, I like to call it the orange pill. It's the best way I know of to orange pill people. It basically it's a game for like 15 to 30 people. You split everybody up into tables, and each table reenacts the Bitcoin protocol as Bitcoin knows. And so you're like writing these transactions by hand, and you're mining blocks with your miner, and it's extremely fun and very, very informative. Even people who are pretty experienced using Bitcoin, it's still a lot. So I would say if you get some experience with Bitcoin, just hands on, and then that's probably awesome.
Cool. Well, thank you for explaining that. I've never even heard of that. And I think that is absolutely a great orange pilling tool. And at the same time, it kind of removes a person from having that, because some people do get fearful, right? Like they get into something. I remember when I first got into Bitcoin, I was like, way back when, if you were just we're not even talking about mining, just simply purchasing it, right? Like back in, I think it was 2015 or 2016, I was essentially sending money and hoping that I would get Bitcoin back.
Yep.
You know, so it was like throwing it out there and saying, okay, let's see if this works. So this is very cool. It allows people to kind of touch Bitcoin without, with being able to remove the fear. So
Yep.
that's awesome. All right,
Yeah, and I call it the orange pill because once you see how the Bitcoin protocol works,
Yeah.
like up close and personal, not only do you realize why Bitcoin is the best money, like compared to fiat, but you also realize, oh, those other cryptocurrencies are not doing this as well as Bitcoin. You know, you kind of once you understand what it's supposed to be doing, you understand that Bitcoin actually is the best.
Yes, exactly. This is the crux of the matter, right? Like removing yourself from all of the stories and understanding like what is the purpose of this and what does it do? What are its qualities and why am I here for these qualities? So yeah, I definitely agree. We're gonna switch gears over to Jimmy, and we're gonna see Jimmy. You and I have never met. Tell us about your experience at Base 58, and were you already? I mean, do you come from a coding background? And
coding background,
Okay.
but I had no technical knowledge of Bitcoin protocol itself prior to taking your class. I took a transaction from a class in person in February of 23, I think, and it was in Austin, and so like I had a plan in my head to move to Austin back then, and so I kept coming to Austin to like kind of figure out where to be at and where are the cool places to like rent just to just like get more into the Bitcoin scene.
Yeah.
And also taking a class makes you better at like understanding transactions. Yeah, you do have to have a little bit of programming knowledge. Like it's best, like was said, to understand a little bit of Python, but it's easy to pick up.
All right, I'm going to put you on the spot. What is the most interesting thing that you learned? Going through the Base 58 course or material?
I think the way that the protocol lifts the endianness of the transaction amounts. I think it's in, if you call it Little Indian or something, or it might be the other way, but I'm not sure. Yeah, Big Indian, but yeah. But that is a really interesting thing. But I see the benefit of it in that most of the time you're interacting with small amounts of Bitcoin, and so the ends of those numbers are all zeros, and so you can really tell when one field stops and another field starts. I don't know if that was Satoshi's intention, but like you can actually see by eye. And Nifty was doing this in class, right?
Pretty cool.
At first, I thought it was really, but I'm now starting to make a Bitcoin transaction visualizer to help other people see.
Oh my gosh.
Transactions.
That is very cool.
Yeah.
All right, so when do you think that's coming out? You're working on it. Now I'm putting pressure. I'm going to make you provide a big timeline.
It's my side project. I'm not really, it's not. I don't make money off of it.
Not yet. Sorry, that slipped.
So it's coming out soon.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right, we're going to pass it over to Austin. Austin, you and I met yesterday.
Yeah.
All right, man. Let's dive into it. So, what is your background? How did you end up coming to the base 58K the base 58 course?
Yeah.
I'm just thinking the 58K gang. Sorry.
So based, definitely, yes. So I mean, I was just a Bitcoin pleb. I joined class in 2017. I was never a dev. Was never very technical, and I used to listen to Andreas back in the day, and like he really put me on to cool, and powerful, and important technical aspects of Bitcoin. So I spent years kind of dabbling and trying to learn how to code. And Base 58 came around in 2021, something like that. So I was in the late 2021, early 2022 cohort, and I saw it as like, this is my one opportunity to kind of like break in Bitcoin. I hadn't really met any of the Bitcoiners. I was just off alone on the side, and I learned how to date college. I took the full boot camp. She was doing like full boot camps at the time, so it was like 3 months. And it was very intensive. Yeah, but I learned a lot. I moved to Austin shortly after that, and it just kind of opened me up for a ton of opportunity and space, and really like, leveled me up very quickly.
Austin.
Yeah,
Austin.
I
That's
always
right.
thought that you were already in Austin.
yeah. No, I
We
mean,
just assumed.
a lot of us, like, we just kind of showed up here because we vaguely heard Parker, say that Austin's gonna be a freaking mecca and stuff. We all ended
Cool.
up here.
Okay, so we're gonna go through. We're gonna go down the line, and I want to know from each of you guys. No pressure, but some pressure. Which covenant proposal do you? I mean, Chris and I are in a same group chat, so it's gonna be interesting. But which covenant proposal are you more inclined to? Because we've got. I mean, we've got some OpCat people here too, right? So. Let's start with Austin. Austin, what side of the fence?
I
What do you
really,
think? Ellen Hans?
I'm honestly in the middle about it, and I'm still watching all the arguments develop. But generally, I go back to CTV, and I think to myself, could this have been easier? Could this have been a little bit easier had we ended up on a different timeline and things had played out differently with how CTV was coming around? That's all I'll say.
We rejected it in 2021. I mean, when Jeremy first started mentioning it, I mean, I remember that. Like, he was immediately ghosted. It was like there wasn't even a question. And all of a sudden today, I mean, you got people with sandwich heads, you've got the cats, you've got all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, like now we're in an environment where it's like it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. But then we are in an environment where like no changes ever.
Yeah.
It's just like, well, it's just maybe bad timing or whatever. Not to defend it, but I just think we could have ended up on a different time.
I appreciate that. Let's go to Jimmy before we go to Chris. Sorry, dude.
Yeah, honestly, I have no idea.
That's okay too. That's okay.
I have to wait for a base 58 class.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You want to wait till you get in depth. All right, sweet. No problem. Chris, what are your thoughts, man? Because
So as you know, I'm an ATX fan.
Mhm.
Actually was sort of working on a project involved with the ATX. Yeah, I mean, to me, it's the best one. As Austin was saying, CTV is a good proposal. What happened, if I remember correctly, was everybody was kind of okay with CTV. Nobody was.
You mean back in 21?
Exactly, yeah. People were basically okay with it. Nobody thought that it was dangerous, a bad idea. They were, I think, if I'm reading into it correctly, they were just kind of like, just did taproot.
Yes.
Let's not have a
Yes.
like activation thing right now. And then Jeremy was like, let's do speech activation, and everybody's like, oh, dude, Yeah. So I mean, like, people basically agreed at the time and still agree that CTV has technical consensus. If somebody tried to software it in right now, I doubt it would actually happen. But that might be a special thing.
Yeah, those are fighting words.
Yeah.
Depends on who you're talking to.
So I think what makes Ellen Hans slightly better than CTV by itself. So Ellen Hans is CTV and checks like your stack, so it's the SMS, and what they call AK, which is CTV. So those three objects together. And what you can do with this is you can do what used to be called L2 and it's now called L symmetry. It's the new it solves a whole bunch of and it also enables channel patterns. It also enables multi-channel. We don't really know how
So people being able to share UTXOs.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so Lightning enables, two parties to share a UTXO, and then you enable the maybe application. But with L2, because the commitments are symmetrical, you can have, there's no penalties, but so you can have 3 people in the channel sharing the UTXO. You can have 5. Theoretically, I don't know if there's any like protocols that are designed for this, but what there's across L symmetry is because it's a protocol that uses covenants that means some kind of covenant. Or APO is like CDS instead of option. But it's like fully like it's a protocol that's like full of special things. And there's actually an implementation of it operated for like a migration. And so, the CTV people are like, well, look at all this stuff that you can do with CTV. And most of the community was like, well, has anybody actually built this or tried it? And it's like, well, no, but like, Jeremy wrote a blog post about it. So like, obviously it'll work,
So work.
So I like Hellcast slightly better than CTV by itself because it actually activates this new LinkedIn channel that basically everybody wants, and it's very well.
All right. Yeah, you can see that Chris is delving into this quite a bit. I appreciate you, Damien. Let's do it.
Yeah, I don't
What are
know.
your thoughts? Who are you? Are you on any side of the fence? Or are you in the middle of the fence?
I don't know. I don't know enough about all of them to have much of an opinion, but I'm definitely.
you're my
It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
I want to see people actually implementing things and showing what's possible rather than like. I mean, I think that enabling Allen symmetry is an important use case, but I don't want to see like, oh, we want Allen symmetry, so let's pick these specific things that provide this specific use case. I want to see what can people actually build and then optimize from there. So I don't know. I saw the ATX hash presentation yesterday, and that seemed promising. It's like CTV, but there's more functionality on top of it.
That's all good, man. I appreciate it. I mean, look, it's a lot of information, it's a lot to wrap your head around. I've listened to multiple talks about CTV, and I'm still only just kind of like understanding or beginning to understand how it breaks down and what it is that we're going to get from it. Guys, I really appreciate you joining us on the Bitcoin Plus Plus conference live stream here at the news desk. Guys, we are going to cut the live stream for now till we come back with our next guest and discussion. But I think you heard it here from the Base 58 the Base 58 gang. That's right. That's what I'm going to call them, the Base 58 gang. And
Can I
yeah,
say one more thing?
oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, one more thing about Base 48. You asked him about like the key thing.
Yeah.
I think that the key insight that Lisa is really great at imparting in her classes is once you learn to parse the transactions and like actually decode the hex, it's almost like you see the matrix after that. You just start to be like, oh, that's the lock time, and that's the number of outputs. Like you can see all of the components of the transaction in the hex, and it's amazing how versatile this skill is. Like it basically,
I'm super psyched.
You understand everything else
because I genuinely feel that this is what's been missing. Like I often go and look at block explorers, and you see your inputs, you see the outputs, and I'm like, to me, there's like no context for any of this. If there was context, I feel like I would be more comfortable looking at that information. Anyways, guys, we're gonna wrap it up. I think we heard it here from Base 58. I'm not convinced that the Wizards are making Bitcoin fun again. Anyway, that's my take though. That's just my take. I always like to take stabs at the Wizards. They're not making it fun again. All right, we are gonna stop the. Oh, you have one last thing to say?
No.
Okay.
Just say cheers. Let's
Cheers. All right, guys. Main stage is going to be going on, so we are going to cut the live stream. We will see you later.
go.